Hello everyone. So today we are going to learn how do we solve any quadratic in a simple and the quickest fashion. So I've just taken an example here of a quadratic. It says x squared minus 15x plus 36. Now if you were to solve this quadratic using your regular factorization technique, so what you need here is that the product of your factors should be equal to positive 36 and the sum of your factors should be equal to negative 15. So in a nutshell, you need to scratch your head to find two numbers that should multiply themselves to a positive 36 and subtract themselves to a negative 15. Now, if you're not super quick with the multiplication from at least 1 to 15, this will take time. So the two numbers that would hit this particular equilibrium will be 12 and 3, ideally negative 12 and negative 3. And then you can, plug this back into this equation to go via your regular factorization. So if I have to just put it back, so I'll say x squared minus 12x minus 3x plus 36. And then I take the pairs here and I'm factorizing the pairs now. So I'll take, so the common factor between x squared and negative 12x is an x. So what's left inside the bracket is an x minus 12. And then in these two terms, the common factor is a negative 3, and inside you get an x minus 12. Now you factorize these two, and you see your common factor is x minus 12. So what's remaining? If you take x minus 12 off from the first term here, the remaining is x. And if you take x minus 12 off here, the remaining is 3. So eventually, this is the factorized form. And let's say this is an equation. Suppose this was an equation that says equals to 0, then all of that is equal to 0. And then your null factor law kicks in, which says x minus 12 equals to 0 or x minus 3 equals to 0. So your x is a 12 or an x is a 3. So this is a very lengthy way of solving a quadratic, provided you've hit the ground running with this pair. Now what if you don't know this pair? So quadratic formula is the answer. So let's quickly write this quadratic again. So we had a positive 36 here and a minus 15x here. Now, quadratic formula says if you directly want, and this is an equal to 0 obviously because we're trying to find the roots of x. So quadratic formula straight away gives us the values of x without going to the pain of factorization. So it says negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Now, what is this a, b, and c? The general formula of quadratic is ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. So my a is nothing but a is 1. B is a negative 15. And c is 36. Let's put this in here and see what do we get. So x equals to minus b is minus 15. So b is a negative, right? So minus of minus 15 plus minus the square root of b square, which is negative 15 square minus 4 times a is 1 and c is 36 over 2a. 2 times a is 1 because my value of a is 1. Let's quickly solve this. Negative negative becomes a positive here, so this becomes a positive 15. Plus minus stays as is. We'll split it in the end. Let's see what's happening inside. So 15 times 15 is 225 minus 4 times 1 times 36 is 144. Now when you take away 144 of 215, you get 81. And 2 times 1 is 2. So what's remaining is 15 plus minus the square root of 81 over 2. And then this becomes 15 plus minus, now the square root of 81 is 9 over 2. So now I split this into two parts. So I say 15 plus 9 over 2 and 15 minus 9 over 2. What is 15 plus 9? It is 24 over 2. And what is 15 minus 9? It is 6. 6 over 2. So this is 12 and this is 3. So you see, you got the same answer, 12 and 3, the values of x that we have got here in the first place. Without going through the pillow-throw factorization and then applying null factor law, now you have a very easy and simple manner how you can directly land onto the values of x if you know this magical formula. So play around with it and try implementing this formula with different kind of monic quadratics, non-monic quadratics. You will always end up at the right spot without going through the pain of the factorization. Hope this makes sense. And in case you need to learn stuff like this, hook onto my channel. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.